Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, we are from the group 5 and my name is Amelia Rosa and I'm as a moderator and my friends are Indah Yawanda and Nurul Wahida Rinjani. Alright, in this video, we would like to present about Dasar-Dasar Tata Cahaya Photography. For the first slides will be presented by me. First slides about light as a photography medium. Lighting is a basic element of photography. Without optimal lighting, a photo cannot be a good work. Knowledge of light absolutely must be known by a photographer. The way to learn mastery of lighting is to train your eyes to be more sensitive to light that appears. Next, about photography requirements. First is light. Photography was found based on the inverse bias of the sun, because the light that was reflected and hit the object or visual would look reverse, and it was the camera's job to store the object or visual on film or memory as the medium. Film and photo paper are light-sensitive material in photography. The main element in photography is light. In other words, light is the most important part, where without lighting there is no photography. If painters create image with brushes and canvases, then the field of photography is basically the art of painting with light. Light has been discovered as the energy that can make a result clearly visible. Second is ray. Rays are the direction of light. After hitting the plane, this ray is refracted and radiates in all directions and directions. This beam consists of various colors. And the third is light temperature. The color of light is greatly affected by the temperature of the light. And the last is light reflection. From the refraction of sunlight or light hitting the object or visual shooting, the light is captured by the camera. In other words, light reflection is the direction of light that is captured by the camera. Alright, for the next slides will be presented by Nurul Wahida Rinjani.
Okay, the next slide is about type of lighting. In the world of photography, the type of lighting are divided into 1. Overexposure. Overexposure is too much exposure. The spread of this overexposure is setting the aperture with an inappropriate shutter speed. When viewed on the metering line, the position of the metering needle is in the bliss area. As a result of excess lighting, the resulting image looks predominantly white or light. Some call this excess lighting the term harsh. Overexposure can also be caused by a kilowatt light strike that is too strong. This can happen if the distance between the object and the flash is too close. Next slide, number 2, underexposure. The opposite of overexposure is underexposure. The reason is the same, namely the incompatibility of the shutter speed and aperture setting, and underexposure is usually also caused by a flash that is too weak. This can happen if the distance between the object and the flash is too far. Number 3, light from front of object. Shoot with the object facing the light, not shooting facing the light. The light coming from the front of the object will illuminate the body evenly. The face of the object is clearly visible. If on the face of the object there is a little shadow, this does not reduce the result of the image, it just adds to the feel of the image.
Well, for the last slides will be presented by Indah Yawanda.
Okay, to continue the type of lighting. Number 4, light from behind object. When shooting object outdoor, you should avoid taking picture against the sun. Taking picture against the sun, the object body will appear dark. Moreover, if the sun is too strong, then all object will appear black. Number 5, morning light. Photographing object using the lighting in the morning is highly recommended. The reason is the morning light will produce soft tonal colors. The photos obtained are relatively good, but landscape object and human object. Number 6, daylight. Taking picture of object during the day is not recommended because the nature of the lighting is too strong so that the resulting image tend to be overexposed. Okay, the next slide, number 7, afternoon light. The use of evening light is highly recommended in taking picture. The nature of the lighting in the afternoon is the same as in the morning, especially when the intensity of the sun is slightly reduced at 16 o'clock and below. Number 8, night light. Utilization of light on the previous night utilize the light produced by the lamp as external light. Okay, the next material about light functions. The follow light function can be used by photographer for a photo shoot. Number 1, the photographer can see an object, focus the image on the camera, then expose the film to light. The brighter the light source, the more it benefits the photographer as is it easier to see focus on and is possible to use a selection of small aperture as well as high shutter speeds. Number 2, light is able to provide information about the structure of the object to be photographed with good lighting, various visual elements like shape, texture, color to the size of the object. In a two-dimensional image can be seen as three-dimensional.
Alright, that's all about our presentation. We say sorry if there are any mistakes. And the last, we say thank you. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.